Okay, same profile.
Same profile. In case if server 1 got failed.
Yes, sir.
But here in
So we will.
C7000, if I create a profile on this Blade 1, if I try to update on the Blade 16, then that's not possible.
That
What
will
you need to
not
do
work.
is you need to take this blade out and then you need to put it on the first failed one.
Okay.
You need to
Failed
replace the
one.
blade itself
Got
here.
it.
Without
Okay,
swapping
got
the
it, sir.
blade, we cannot use the first server profile to the 16th.
Okay, understand.
But that is possible here in
Analysis.
Synergy.
Okay. Okay, got it,
Okay,
sir.
that is one more main difference, like how it differs from C7000, because this is an advanced one, right? In that case,
Yeah.
they are offering some features. So from understanding perspective, I'm saying that no need to swap blade, even if it is there in the same slot, we can apply any server profile which is already existing there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So the server profile, which contains the MAC address, WWN address, then BIOS and UEFI settings, firmware baseline, then the number of NIC cards, then SAN connectivity details. Okay, all those and
Yes, sir.
boot settings, all those stuff will be there in the server profile, and then that can be applied to any blade in the frame. And how to create server profile, when we'll be creating it, that will be discussing after completing the architecture part.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now we'll move forward. Okay. Now you told you, right? You asked some doubts, right? Sometimes back. If Synergy profile can be assigned to another blade, can it be assigned to a different module, right?
Yes,
About
sir.
generation 10 and all you asked, right? So the
Yes, sir.
condition here is if you want to assign the server profile, the compute model should be same type. So for example, if it is 480 Gen 10, then the profile which you are going to apply, that should be 480 Gen 10.
Okay.
We cannot
Okay,
apply it
then
in a 410 Gen 10 to 410 Gen 9.
okay. Okay, sir.
That
Understand.
should be same.
That should be same. The series will be same.
Yeah. Then the model. So we should ensure that whether the profile which you are going to apply is on the same supporting compatible model. Okay, that we need to ensure. Then the same number of adapters. Okay, so you should have the same number of adapters. So for example, if I'm having a server blade with some 6 adapters, and if I'm going to apply that profile in a 3 adapter, then that is not the case. Okay, so it should have the same number
Okay.
of adapters. Then okay, if the profile has a firmware baseline, okay, that is um, that should meet like from the compatibility perspective, that firmware baseline can be updated to the newer one as well. Okay, what they're saying here
Okay.
is I'm having a blade one which is running with the latest firmware.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if I'm going to apply the same profile to the other blade, in that case, that blade should be in a position to support that firmware which is already there. That is
Again.
possible if you are using the same model, okay,
Yeah.
then same
Yes,
type.
sir.
In
Correct.
that case,
Same
that can be
time.
easily applied. So if you are applying to the different model or type, then that will not
Yes,
get
sir.
applied.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. So now we know like the conditions for applying the server profile. Now let's try to understand what you should not do in the production support, because people most of the
Okay.
times will get confused what we can do and what we cannot do. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's try to
Yes, sir.
understand what you cannot do in the production support. You cannot apply a profile from a 2-socket blade to a 4-socket blade. You asked this question, right?
Yes, sir.
So if a blade service having a 2-socket blade, 2-socket means 2 processes, physical process, that should not be
Physical
applied to
process
a blade which is running with 4 processes.
for processors.
Okay. Then
Yes,
next
sir.
is you cannot apply a profile that requires 2 flex LOM next to a blade that has only 1. Okay. So we have created a NIC card. See, NIC card concept as of now, it will create some confusion for you. Wait for some time. I will
Yes,
clarify it
okay.
because when I
Okay.
say flex LOM,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we are using Blade server, and there could be some confusion where the NIC card is exactly there in the Blade
Yes,
server,
sir.
right?
We will talk it later, sir.
That I will explain you. Anyway,
Yeah,
in the
in
next
future.
session, we are
Yes,
going to
sir.
discuss about the architecture, right? That time,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
explain about the architecture of the frame, then compute,
Mm-hmm.
then storage, then virtual connect,
Mm-hmm.
then composer,
Mm-hmm.
and then the frame link
Yes,
module.
sir.
These are the architecture which we are going to discuss in the upcoming sessions. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. So we cannot force CPU RAM requirement across blades. Okay. So these are things which we cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
Then, okay. Then I explained about one scenario, right? If we want to update a server profile in C7000, we need to reseed the blade, right?
Yes, sir.
If
Mm-hmm.
server 1 profile needs
Yeah.
to be applied to server 16, then remove server 16
We
from the
need
slot, insert in server 1 slot, and
one.
then
Yeah.
you have
Mm-hmm.
to apply the server profile,
Apply the
right?
server
That is
profile.
in
Yes, sir.
C7000. But
Yes,
in
sir.
Synergy, it's very
Yes.
simple. You can just,
Yeah.
like uh,
Mm-hmm. Apply
apply
the
that profile to
profile
an
on the.
existing blade which is there in a different slot, or else you can
Different
if you
slots.
have a spare blade, you can just insert the blade and then you can apply it. That is, both are
Mm-hmm.
possible in Synergy.
Synergy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So configuring
Mm-hmm.
ILO, SAN zoning network, like that is becomes very
Mm-hmm.
complex in the C7000
T7 and
after replacing this nodes, blades.
nodes. Yes, sir. Mhm.
But that is
Yes,
very
sir.
much easily
Mm-hmm.
configured in
Easy.
this Synergy. See,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're saying. It will take less than 5 minutes for us.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. But
Yes,
here
sir.
it will take in times in hours to complete all the stuffs.
Mm-hmm. Complete those the stuffs. It's a
Okay.
reinstall,
So these
reinstall.
are the
Yeah,
main
correct.
difference. Okay. And I just explained about the compose, right? So let's
Yeah.
try to understand what compose really means in Synergy. So when I say compose, your server is no longer tied to a physical blade. So servers, all the configuration will come from the software. When I say
Okay. Off.
software, how many NIC cards should be
Mm-hmm.
there in the server? It is not decided physically. It is coming from the
Mm-hmm.
software stating that, okay, if I want 2 NICs, yes, I can have the control. If I have 4 NICs, I have the control from software. I'm assigning the NIC cards
Okay.
from the software level. I'm assigning
Mm-hmm.
the HPA card from the software level. I'm assigning the MAC
Mm-hmm.
address and WWA number from the software level.
Mm-hmm.
Normally in
These will
physical
be
servers,
virtuals.
we have a physical HPA card, we'll have a physical
Mm-hmm.
physical NIC card. Okay, those MAC address, WWN number cannot be changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes, sir.
here it's not tied to the physical. So it is
Okay.
tied to the software, so that using the
Mm-hmm.
software, I can add the number of
Mm-hmm.
NICs, I can add the number of fiber channel cards. Then
Mm-hmm.
I can assign the uplinks in software level. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the
Yes,
reason
sir.
they're saying your server is no longer tied to a physical blade.
Physical
So
blade.
the best approach
Correct, sir.
here is your server is a
Mm-hmm.
software defined profile. That's what I told you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is,
Yes,
like
sir.
software defined. Except
Software
this
defined.
blade, compute, RAM part, and all rest of the things, the server configuration, which comes from the software.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why they're calling this as composable infra.
Composable.
So we can assign the
Got it, sir.
profile to any compatible blade at any point of time.
Mm.
Okay,
We can
now
assign the profile
we are
to.
going to start HP Synergy. Okay, now we got some basic idea about like
Yes, sir.
what is
Mm.
C7000, what is the key difference between this HP Synergy and this C7000. Okay.
7,000. Yes, sir.
Okay, and
Yes, sir.
also we just understand about the evaluation of IT infrastructure as well.
Yes, sir.
Now let's move on to the HP Synergy part, like when HP Synergy was
Mm.
launched in the market. Not in the market,
Mm.
officially
Mm.
introduced by HP.
Okay.
So HP Synergy was officially launched by Hewlett Packard on December 1, 2015, almost close to 2016, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hmm.
This HP Synergy, it's when it was introduced, it was mainly used in the on-premises environment, okay? And later
Hmm.
on, they
Yes, sir.
started using that in the hybrid cloud environments. But this is not
Okay.
used in this public cloud platforms like AWS or Azure.
Yes, sir.
So mainly it is used by the on-premises and hybrid cloud environments. Okay. Now
Environments.
after
Okay, sir.
2020, hybrid cloud is also in trend, right? Like you know about
Yes,
VCF
sir.
and all, right? VCF is mainly
Yes,
using
sir.
this HP Synergy hardware for the deployment. VMware Cloud Foundation.
Okay, sir. We are cloud foundation. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
this
Sir.
is the launch date. Let's try to explore the
Mm-hmm.
HP Synergy Composer timelines. Like what are all the versions which has been released in the last 10 years of time period?
Okay.
So in 2015, it's an general availability, okay, but no
Mm-hmm.
official Composer version